Okay, there is absolutely a damn epidemic in this world with this masculine, feminine thing. And I can only speak from the masculine point of view because I'm a man. But I'm raising a daughter, like I said, but I can only speak from the masculine point of what I'm trying to get across to people. So that's what I'm going to talk about. And I was talking earlier about the video about the guy that I worked with who's a gigantic, what we would call a nice guy and a feminine guy right now. And the ironic thing is that my son is like best friends with his son. So that is a huge rubbing point with me, because my son hangs around this guy's brother all the time, and he absolutely teaches my son bad things that I absolutely do not want to happen. People are looking at me because I'm like filming down here like, who's this guy? Nobody does this around here, because nobody does. Everybody's so afraid of their own goddamn shadow that it's insane. I mean, literally insane. So, like I was saying, my son, I know what it was to be an 11-year-old boy, and I did not want to go to school and sit in class for 8 hours a freaking day. I hated that. I sucked at school. The only thing I was good at school was the sports part of it, and that's just because I absolutely loved it. And I was good at every sport, but I was really small, and I was weak, and I got bullied badly. And my adopted father, my father, did not stick up for me, made things worse. He was a teacher, so it just made everything just 100 times worse. So, and he never really taught me to stick up for myself at all. Zero. I didn't start sticking up for myself till about, 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Now I stick up for myself. I don't let anybody fuck with me ever. Not a woman, not anybody. Like, seriously. Just does not happen anymore. I know my boundaries. I know who I am and what I'm about. And, I owe a lot of it to the people that I watch and the people that I took as role models. Connor Beaton, Justin Jay, Top Tier Man, Tony Robbins, Casey Zander. There's more. There's just some off the top. Michael Sartain, he's the bomb. Rollo Tomasi, yeah, those guys are awesome. Rational Male, fuck yeah, shout out. Those guys are the shit. Seriously, they're the shit. And they know what they're talking about. Now, I am not up on the social proof as much as I should be, but I'm working on it, dude. It's a slow process. It's not like you're gonna wake up one day and be like, oh, hey, look, I'm this person now, and just fucking everything is gonna be hunky-dory, happy-go-lucky. It just don't fucking work like that. So, in order for that to happen, you got to start small. Well, I'm starting small. Doing well. And I am going to be teaching my two young men exactly this shit that I was taught here this very short while ago. And now I'm living today as proof of it. 48 years old, and at 47 and a half, 46, finally became a full-grown man. That's something to say right there, I gotta say. Better late than never, right? Yeah, I think so. So apparently it's starting to fucking rain right now, so I'm gonna go across the street. Actually, I'm just gonna turn around and walk this way. So I don't get rain on too bad. That sounded like crap. So back to what I was talking about. If you know any of those people, Man Talks, Dr. Robert Glover, his podcast is awesome. And Yeah, I mean, I learn a lot from him every single day, every single time I listen to him. And he's been through a couple divorces, and like I said, I wasn't married, but it doesn't matter. I lost my long-term relationship nonetheless. Like I was married. It was like I was married. So, that being said, you can pick up the pieces of your life and get your shit back together, and you basically just get your shit together. Like right now, I am not in a relationship, and I don't even care. Like, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm seriously like working on myself and doing so much of my own shit that women are just, whoop, it's an afterthought right now. It's just not even my priority. Like, leveling up in all the other aspects of my life is way more important. It's just way more. Those things have to be first before you go tooting with ladies. Like, seriously, it's just the nature of the beast, man. There, what up? So, yeah, these are my first couple of YouTubes, and they're gonna suck ass, but I don't care. You gotta start somewhere, right? All right, so back to the man stuff. Today's men are absolutely sissies. Most, not all of them, but most of them. Raised to be all about their feelings and all of that. And I know, because I was first, like I said, first hand view of that. That's what I was. I was all about my feelings. I reacted to every stupid little gosh darn thing that ever happened to me in my life, and I blamed other people for this shit. Thought it was everybody else's fault, not mine. Woe is me. I didn't want to work for shit. I pretty much just partied my 20s and 30s away and didn't hold down a job, didn't do stuff. I guess you could say that I experienced life in many different forms, but not probably the life that most people would love to experience. But hey, it's life. It's still life. I'm still alive. I could talk about it today. And if you go back and look at some of my old videos of what I used to look like, look at me now. Way freaking different. Way different. Got a fresh cut, you know, like weightlifting thing has been the biggest. It's just transformed my body completely. I'm in shape. Running, I'm lost that belly fat at the bottom of my abs. I have abs now. You know, I'm not gonna flex or do that crap on here, but I'm just saying, you can tell. So I want to raise my two young men to do the same thing, and because I'm not in a relationship right now, I absolutely want to raise them just to not make the same mistake I did. But if you get in a relationship with someone long term and it doesn't work out, I need to teach them that it's okay. That it's freaking okay. Like, it's okay to screw up in a relationship. It's okay to do that, and guess what? You'll survive, dude. Everything will be okay. It sucks. I'm not saying that it doesn't suck. I mean, who would want that to happen with their mom, their kids' mom? Not a lot of people know. I would say not so much, but it happened nonetheless. So you go with what you are, the cards you were dealt, and you play the best hand you got. So sometimes it takes rock bottom, lose everything to get your shit together. And let me tell you, as a man, nobody gives a fuck about your feelings. Nobody cares about how I'm doing. Nobody's asked me. My own mother doesn't call me and ask me how I'm doing. Doesn't give two shits. Absolutely does not care. My ex doesn't care, honestly. So, if you're a man out there and you're going through shit, and even if you're not a man out there, nobody gives a fuck about your feelings, dude. Nobody cares. Absolutely nobody cares. So, stop sulking and crying about all of that and just sack up, dude. Like, seriously, grab your nuts and be like, dude, I got nuts between my bottom, my legs, and I got to think like that and be like that. So on that note, I really working with someone who is exactly what the world is talking about right now, about the feminization of our young men, is case in point, 100% exactly what's happening. Working with that kid was an eye-opening experience. It really freaking was. I mean, after reading books and doing stuff and then going out in the real world and seeing that in action and seeing it right under my nose, and him despising me and just absolutely thinking I was the worst person in the world just because I was talking to ladies. Women, not ladies, women who could think for themselves, act for themselves, decide for themselves, do everything for themselves. None of them slap me. I've never been slapped by a woman in my entire life, like ever. Like, you really, if you get to that kind of point, you're doing something wrong. Like, seriously. Though, like I said, the worst that I have is somebody said adorable was inappropriate, and that's stupid. It truly is. Freaking rain. Gotta love it. Gotta love Minnesota. It's all sunny all day long, and all of a sudden it starts raining, pouring. Yeah! Alright, so let me finish up on this video here. My two young men. Well, let's get back to me. Because, like, it all starts with Dad. It all starts with Dad. And to be someone who has had to now reprogram my children from the shit dad that they had their beginning of their life, that shit is hard, man. It is hard. My kids are absolutely fighting me on a ton of stuff, pushing the boundaries. It's getting much better though. My son is really starting to come around, and like I said, he's got a woman, a little girl, you know, a girlfriend, I guess you could say, and I'm kind of teaching him what not to do and what to do. You know, even at that little age, at that age, he's still got to learn. He's got to learn. Girls want attention. They want validation. They want attention. Look at me, look at me. And that's cool. That's all good. But I have to teach my young men about the way man is supposed to be, the way man is supposed to act in those situations, which is cool, calm, and collect, nonchalant, take me or leave me type of attitude. You want me, chick? Cool. You don't want me, chick? That's cool too. There's more. There's not more like me. I mean, there's more like me, but there's not more of me. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. Man is unique. Very unique. Okay? And if you're top 1% man, elite man, then you're really something. And I'm getting there. Like I said, it is a process. It is a every single day just getting better, improving, doing whatever you can to get better. Read books, do all that sort of good stuff. Like, I read at least 10 pages every single day. Right now I'm on the 48 Laws of Power. I'm almost done with that. But like I said, read Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. Like, these books have all changed my life. It changed my way of thinking. Like, I didn't even know how to use my brain before. Probably because I was always all fucked up. But whatever, like I said, people live their lives. Like, if you're gonna shame me for that, go right ahead. I guarantee you don't, if I looked in your closet, you'd have some freaking skeletons too. I guarantee it. So, but leave some comments, like, subscribe if you like what you hear. I'm gonna be doing more of this every single day. Like I said, I think I owe it to my two boys and my daughter, and I owe it to myself to put out the word that more and more men need to be okay with their masculinity and be okay with who they are. Like, it needs to be okay. Like, I'm not hurting anybody. Only myself if I you know, think that that's what's happening, but I guarantee it's not. I'm not hurting. I'm just living. And you've got to live up to your potential. And if you're not, you really got to get on your shit and try. Like, seriously, it is one life, only one life, and you don't know how long you have. You do not know how long you have. I mean, look at me, Better late than never. Peace out, Chris. Whoop. Distinguished dude.